Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is CryptoGround. I hope you are having a good day today. This is 22 of April 2019. We are talking about today cryptocurrency news. So we will check out each headline we have for today. For those who don't know me, this is a new channel. Apparently, 1 year almost, a bit more. We are a channel dedicated to talk about cryptocurrencies, gaming, and tech. So if as a new channel and we're still growing, of course we cannot cover all the subjects that we're tended to cover. So I hope you try to understand this, and well, let's get back to the video. Okay, so the first headline we have over here is Vitalik Buterin proposed higher staking rewards for the coming Ethereum proof of stake algorithm. One thing to make notice about is that Ethereum is moving to proof of stake, and you will need 32 Ethereum to be able to stake your Ethereum and receive a reward for it. So the co-founder proposed a higher staking reward for the upcoming proof of stake algorithm implementation on the Ethereum blockchain on GitHub on April the 20th. The proposal also estimated the annual return for various quantities of validating Ether. For instance, if 1 million Ethereum was staked with this configuration, validators will receive an annual return of 18.1%. The community on Reddit was reacted to the proposal seemingly well, with many defining the rates as more reasonable than the previous one. Still, the upcoming Ethereum improvement proposal 1559 implementation will mean that the portion of the transaction fees will be burned. Thus, Drake estimates that with 1,000 Ethereum spent on gas per shard each year, the inflation will be equivalent about 0.5%. As Cointelegraph reported at the end of last year, but Buterin previously declared the future of blockchains with sharing-based proof of stake will be thousands of times more efficient. So they're basically talking about the scalability of the blockchain should be improved. We know that in fact Ethereum is not the best on scalability at the moment. Let's go to the next headline. You can now shop with Bitcoin on Amazon using the Lightning Network. Not directly with the Lightning Network, just from the a startup called Moon. That any Lightning enabled wallet can now also be used through Moon browser extension. Before this Lightning feature, truly 250 better users already use Moon to spend crypto on e-commerce sites by connecting the browser extension to the exchange accounts like Coinbase. We are integrated with the Visa and MasterCard networks, and we get a cut of the interchange fees that merchants pay every time they receive a credit card transaction, he said. So here's the image. Let's try to zoom it out, and we can see that this is Amazon.com. We see the payment gesture over here. Who's making the transactions not directly with Lightning networks through Moon, that they're paying with the Lightning network. It's a good let's say good way to start using the Lightning network, and a second layer for the Bitcoin scalability. Of course, not all coins are made for payment. Third, let's see what can be done in the next year or more. So let's talk about their index relative strength index for the Bitcoin long-term bull reversal. Apparently, we can reach 6K for the next couple of months. Some people affirm that we could reach it in less than 15 days. That will be of a little bit controversy. If we go to the chart, we might see a lot of resistance over here. But what about if Bitcoin, the gasoline ends up not pouring in more liquidity to the market? Of course, we will see a breakdown to the down part. It will see new higher lows. But what people think is not always what is gonna happen. This time, a lot of people thought they were going deep. Instead of doing that, we went long. Long is just the term used for the people who buys, and short is the one for selling. Let's go for the headline. MtGox announced the self-approved rehabilitation claim for the exchange users. The bankruptcy of MtGox apparently is now, they made an agreement on the last report that is planned to return at least partial Bitcoin to the owners that were affected by this bankruptcy. So good news for the people who were affected by this exchange. Well, that's it. I think it was a short video than the Italian one. I hope you like it. I will see you for the next one, and don't forget to leave a like if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification, and I will see you on the next one. See ya.